Every single kickoff Thursday, I begin the show by running through the storylines and the season-long storyline arcs for all 32 teams. And I need my inspiration to start us off, please.
It's truly a masterpiece.
Let's go.
We start in the National Football Conference with their defending NFC champion, Philadelphia Eagles. It is year 3 for Nick Sirianni. He has watered, he has fertilized, and they have a team full of Georgia Bulldogs and others who are going to go out there and try and win a Super Bowl for Philadelphia again. Words that Eagles fans didn't think they'd be hearing. And it's led by none other than number one in your program, number one in your heart, Jalen Hurts. Can he win a Super Bowl after coming so close last year? Can he be the MVP of this season and your fantasy team? That is what it's all about. Again, Jalen Carter, the latest Georgia Bulldog that's been put in this terrific defense. The Eagles, however, have some competition in the NFC East, and that is the Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott has pressure on him all the time. Forget about the fact that they just acquired Trey Lance. That means nothing for Dak Prescott this year. It's all about Mike McCarthy, once again, the head coach there in Dallas. He's going to be calling the plays. Zeke's out. Tony Pollard's in. CeeDee Lamb's still there. Brandon Cook's there to take the top of the defense off. And Micah Parsons is coming for your quarterback. How will the Cowboys fare when they make the playoffs? I just said that. 27 years since their last appearance in a conference championship game. Can they break that this year unless the Giants follow up their first playoff winning season since the year after they won the Super Bowl? It's been that long, 11 years since the Giants entered a season having come off a playoff winning season. Saquon Barkley is a franchise tag player. He says he's happy. Daniel Jones has been paid. How will he play under that $40 million a year pressure? Darren Waller should help take some of the pressure off. Same thing with Brian Daboll, your reigning coach of the year. The Giants have a lot of folks excited about them. And then there's the Washington Commanders starting Sam Howell at quarterback. How will that work for Ron Rivera? New owners, Magic Johnson's in the house, same as Sam Howell. So is Sam Howell. How will that all play out? Will Chase Young return to form? The Washington Commanders have all of that in front of them with the new owners. I can't believe it. Dan Snyder's gone. Words I never thought I'd say into this microphone. The Detroit Lions tonight take the field full of hope. The last time they won the division, 1993. Last time they won a playoff game, 1991. 9 straight playoff losses. Dan Campbell is coming for your kneecaps and your thigh meat, and he's bringing along Jahmyr Gibbs, this talented kid out of Alabama. I can't wait to see how they unwrap him in this offense. Aiden Hutchinson from Michigan is trying to restore the roar there for the Detroit Lions. The Chicago Bears got DJ Moore for Justin Fields, who they kept. And by keeping him, they get him DJ Moore. It's the second season of Eberflus. The last time the Chicago Bears won the division, 2018. Matt Nagy did it. Maybe Eberflus can this year because Aaron Rodgers is gone. This is the first Packers season that Aaron Rodgers is not starting week 1 since Favre did it in 2007. Matt LaFleur is sending Jordan Love out there.
Yeah.
How will this work for the Packers? Can they go from first ballot Hall of Famer to first ballot Hall of Famer to, yes, first ballot Hall of Famer? Let's see what Jordan Love does starting this year, because everybody thinks the King of the North is now in New York City. They've got no shot. By the way, Matt LaFleur, year 5 for him. He's the dean of coaching in the NFC North because it's year 2 for Kevin O'Connell in Minnesota. What were they thinking getting rid of Dalvin Cook? Is it Alexander Madison, the bell cow? Is he going to go do what Dalvin Cook did? With TJ Hawkinson, they have the best offensive player in the game in Justin Jefferson. But with the fact that the running game might be suspect, with all due respect to the guy on the $10 bill, what's going to happen? Can Jordan Addison help out from USC? The defense has Brian Flores as their defensive coordinator, should be better. And Kirk Cousins has a Johnny Cakes, Sturgis, Dakota mustache. I don't know what's going on right now. But that's how we're rolling into Atlanta. 3rd year for Arthur Smith. 3rd different starting quarterback for Arthur Smith Desmond Ritter's the guy. Bijan Robinson, a running back, was actually taken in the top 10 in the National Football League draft in this day and age. Let's see how he will do. Can the Falcons win this division? I think they will. The Saints have Derek Carr. Derek Carr is now the quarterback of the Saints, and Jimmy Graham is back. What's old is new, and what's new is old. And Dennis Allen is the head coach there. Can Derek Carr, with a defense that's always coming for you, can Carr bring the Saints to a division championship? They absolutely can. The Bucs do not have Tom Brady anymore, but they've got Baker Mayfield. Third career Week 1 start for as many teams. 3 different teams he will now be starting Week 1 as Baker Mayfield's in Minnesota. Baker might not get another Week 1 start for another team if he cannot cash it in with Mike Evans, as this is last year in Tampa, Chris Godwin, and then Todd Bowles. Could he potentially be on a hot seat if things don't work very well? Then you've got the Panthers. Bryce Young coming out of the SEC. Number 1 overall pick. How will he fare for Frank Reich? Can the Panthers put so many different things together in just one offseason and go win some football games like Deion Sanders in Colorado? Let's see what the Carolina Panthers can do with a rookie quarterback. The Arizona Cardinals, the only question about their season is, will they take a bus or a car to the game? I don't know. Are they going to drive themselves or a bus? We have no earthly idea, but it's Josh Dobbs who's starting because Kyler Murray is not ready to start this season. And they're starting a guy who they just picked up from another team 2 weeks ago. Does that mean they're tanking? Would Caleb Williams even play for them? Or is this a moot point because the Cardinals with Jonathan Gannon are going to go pew, 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 win some football games that we don't expect them to win? The Rams, year 7 for Sean McVay. Year 7, and Cooper Kupp is not going to be there for Week 1, it appears, with what might be a nerve problem with his hamstring. Words you don't hear. Is this going to be the last year for Aaron Donald with the Rams? Could they trade him in the middle of the season? Or are the Rams with Matthew Stafford going to surprise some people with a bunch of new kids on the block? Seattle, year 14 for Pete Carroll. Year 2 starting for your comeback player of the year, Geno Smith, and he's got DK, and he's got Lockett, and he's got Jackson Smith and Jigba, and he's got Kenneth Walker, he's got Zach Charbonnet, he's got an offensive line that's ready to protect, he's got Jamal Adams hopefully coming back from injury. Bobby Wagner's back in town to show the 12s how it's done once again. Can Seattle shock the 49ers, who are starting Brock Purdy? Last year's starter was Trey Lance. The year before that was Jimmy Garoppolo. What is going on in San Francisco? They win games. Nick Bosa has been signed. 2 straight NFC Championship game losses for this team. Can they get back with a first full year of Christian McCaffrey in this offense for Kyle Shanahan and win the Super Bowl? Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.